Hey, Kim and Dre, how are you guys? Hope you're having a great night. Happy Thursday. It's good to see you guys. Hope you had an awesome day today. Just popping on with some inking out loud and just doing a little warm up here. Just a little bit of randomness, as you guys know I like to do. So I hope everything's going well. Focus this a little bit better here. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? Good to see you. TGIF, yeah, TGIF for sure. This has been I don't know, interesting week. It seems like it flew by, but at times it seemed like time stood still. It was kind of very weird week for me as far as like the time goes. But yeah, Friday is almost here. Who doesn't love Friday, right? Yeah, where did the week go exactly? It's been crazy. So if you guys had anything fun happen this week, I'd love to hear about it. What was fun or exciting? Did uh, did you do anything cool? Did anything inspire you this week? I'd love to hear about it in the chat. Let me know if anything inspired you this week or if you did anything fun. So I'm just playing around with a Sharpie pen right now, and I have some sepia watercolor marker going on. And I just felt like just making some, just putting some lines down tonight. I'm not really trying to create anything special. That's usually how these things go, right? Just kind of just creating in the moment. Got some allergies going on, so if you hear me sniffling and stuff, I apologize. Spring is here, and it's a great thing because I love the spring. Nice rainy day here in New Jersey. Giving all the flowers a drink, giving the grass a drink. It's all good. Cool. Let's see. I feel like painting some orange on here. A reddish color. Put the cap on it. Oh, I'm trying to put the caps on the wrong end. I hate when that happens. Nah, nothing exciting, nothing new. Just another week. All right, so you guys are awesome. Little abstract piece going on. Just some line work. I feel like I want to put some bright color on here, so I'm looking around, just seeing what's close by. I do have this red color here. Maybe I'll throw some of this down. I was looking for some orange. You know, I do have some orange in here. Hold on a sec. Maybe we're gonna go crazy. I have some actually fluorescent orange. I just feel like I need a pop of brightness. Maybe it's a little homage to the spring flowers that are blooming. Let's break it out. Break it out. All right. So this is fluorescent orange. It's not really looking fluorescent on screen probably. The light might be washing it out. It is definitely orange. I like the orange, the way it looks next to the sepia color. So what have you guys been painting or drawing or creating? There you go. So we have some fluorescent orange. Let me see if I can get a little better shot on here. Actually, you know what? Sometimes it works better if I turn one of these lights off. Let me see. Ooh, it might be a little bit better. It's not as washed out as much. Cool. It's looking pretty neat. Hey, Becky, good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. And Cam, hey, good to see you. Dawn, hello, good to see you. Wow, everybody's popping in. This is so fun. You guys are awesome. Little loose warm up, some sepia, some orange fluorescent going on, random line work. Actually, maybe I'll keep it this way. Create a little something. Let's see what we can do with this. We can cover this up so I don't spill it. Kim is sketching some farm scenes. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Who doesn't love a good farm scene? Maybe some barns, some animals, some tractors, some wheat growing. I love that. Becky, working on a stone church tonight. Becky, that's so cool. Awesome. Dawn, got to work on a quick house tonight or tomorrow for class. Hey, Dawn, yeah. So you finally you're in the group, which is great. I love that. Yeah, so if you're in the workshop starting Saturday night, first homework assignment's really simple. Simple. I don't want you to spend more than a minute or two. If I say the word house to you, what comes into your brain? Spend a minute, two at the most. Close your eyes if you want, it doesn't matter. Sketch whatever house means to you. No wrong answers. I think it'd be cool to see what you guys come up with. There's already some posts in the group. Some really cool stuff. So you guys are awesome. And we're going to talk about your sketches in the class on Saturday. For you guys in the workshop, let me know, would anybody be interested in maybe, no pressure, maybe popping on camera and maybe, doing a little chit chat, maybe ask each other, ask you guys some questions, maybe show what you're working on. Because I have the ability to bring you guys on camera in this Facebook group, which I think will be cool. And even if you want to just briefly introduce yourself, it'd be kind of cool if we all kind of meet each other 30 seconds. I mean, you can have longer, but just, sometimes we see each other in the chat over here, in the text, but sometimes it's really cool to put a personality and a voice to the person. So think about it. If you're interested, that's something I would like to maybe try to incorporate with this workshop. I think add more of a personal touch to it. Cool. Yeah, Jeannie, I like this angle better too. I think I'm going to work it into a building. I'm waiting for it to dry a little bit. I'm picturing some kind of a dome, maybe a dome-shaped structure going on here. So that's cool you picked up on that, and I like this angle better too. Derby Day is second only to Christmas around here. Oh, that's so cool. I'm guessing Kentucky Derby, right? I've seen some amazing artwork come out of the Derby, besides the really cool fashion and the hats. I've seen amazing paintings of the horse races or the horses. I've seen oil paintings, watercolor paintings, sketches. So Derby Day is that's so exciting. Do the horses have to wear masks? Are they distancing, social distancing? No, I'm just kidding. Went back to sketching with a pencil instead of a pen. Pencil first, then pen over. Jerry, that's cool. So, yeah, you could definitely do that. I typically, I would sometimes use a graphite stick, but I tend to go right to pen. But I love the idea of pencil if you want to lay out your work. could always erase lines if you want to, so that's a cool idea that you're using pencil. Yeah, it looks like an amphitheater. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I can see the amphitheater. I love that you guys are picking up architectural forms and shapes and what I'm doing. That's that says a lot about you guys and your creative vision. Cool. So this is drying. It's taking a little longer to dry to me. Maybe it's because there's some humidity going on around here today with the temperature. So, I'm going to put this to the side for a second. I want it to dry a little bit. Let me break out another sheet of paper. So this was from last night. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it because I did post it. I have to say that, and this isn't to brag, but I really, really love the way this quick piece came out. There's just something about it that I find appealing. I don't know if it's the concept of old, new, the colors on there. So sometimes things, guys, will just come together if you just put pen to paper or pencil and just sketch, or even paint. Just paint. You never know what could take place. This started out as just, just playing around. So don't be afraid to just try stuff. I'm just going to grab a sheet of paper over here. I should grab a tissue over here somewhere. Got the sniffles going on. Alright, let's see. We might have to go to Michael's and get another sketchbook before Saturday. I'm like burning through these sketchbooks, which is a good thing. I think this one is actually filled. We temporarily interrupt this broadcast so the person that's going to be creating can find a sheet of paper to create on. I'm looking. I know I have tons of paper here. I need like a brief musical interlude as I go through the drawers. I'm just looking at. Maybe I'll pull out an old piece and do something with it. Here's an old piece, kind of in a drawer here. This is an acrylic painting, probably from last year sometime, in my old piece drawer. It's pretty funny. Alright, we're going to mess around with this. I have this sheet of paper in my drawer. We're going to play around with it. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. That's going to dry. Erase the camera. Boom. Alright, so this was a scrap piece, something I was playing around with. It looks like it has some acrylic paint. I think I'm feeling some oil paint on here. So let's mess around with this. I'm going to break out the Sharpie and just kind of sketch on it. Sometimes I'll just like going and pulling out some old work and messing around with it. I think that color looks more vibrant when I put the light on. Let's go for it. So I have this sepia brush. Let's play around with that. Let's bring out the big Sharpie for this. Let's just see what happens. Which way do we want to orient this piece? I'm thinking I want to put it this way. I'm almost seeing some kind of abstract landscape happening. Cool. Ooh, you like that first one. So, that first one, thank you. Yeah, this was a cool piece. This is acrylic paint on watercolor paper. See if you guys can see the whole thing here. That's most of it, at least. So this was an abstract kind of, I think I was playing with maybe some tree branches on here. The color idea was hot and cold, so I have some fiery colors, some cold colors on here as well. Yeah, so this has some really beautiful colors to it. I'm just spinning it around and looking at it. Yeah, so I like that piece as well. I don't want to sketch over that one. I kind of like it the way it is. So we'll just mess around with this piece. Looks like a rainforest. Oh, interesting. That is so cool. It does. All right, so how well can I sketch over this acrylic? We'll see. So the sepia is not really going to work on it. All right, you know, guys, I'm going to break out some acrylic paint. Really inking out loud tonight. We're just going for it. I'm going to break out some acrylic paint. I want to add some, use some brightness on there. Let's see, and what else? Maybe some magenta. I don't know. No, I don't want magenta on there. Alright, let's just throw down some acrylic on this piece and just mess around with some colors. And I'm just going to use a 3/4 inch brush with some water. Alright, let's just go for it. And it's not art unless what? You wear it. And guess what? I am already wearing it and I didn't even brush it on the paper. How did that even happen? It's all good. Okay. So I guess my intent with this piece is really just to play around with some color on here. Again, it was kind of a scrap to start with. Sometimes I like just adding layers on top of layers and just seeing what happens. This has probably been in the drawer for at least a year or so. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to use this. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to use this sketch to wipe my brush off on. Now I'm living on the edge, guys. This is why you tuned in. Just to see this. I am so sure of it. I'm just kidding. We'll see what happens. Again, we're just playing around tonight. As always. Creativity, right? It's just about having fun, being playful. Just doing a kind of a crisscross stroke on here just to blend it in a little bit. Sometimes what I like to do with acrylic paint is as it's drying, it gets a little tacky, and then I like to come back over it with a damp brush and just kind of lift some of it off so you can see what's underneath. So you can see it kind of happening here. I don't want to cover all the beautiful fun stuff underneath, so I'm lifting some of it off. I'm going to put some yellow, cadmium yellow on here, I think. I feel like it needs something kind of bright going on. And we all know I'm not the bright one in the room. That was a joke. That was a joke, I think. I want to throw some red on here. So this is cadmium red light hue. I'm actually going to grab a different brush. This has a very orangey tint to it. I'm going to turn this light off. I'm getting too much glare. Let me see if this is better. Actually, I'll dim it. Oh, that's better. That's better. Cool. Yeah, this cadmium red's a really interesting color. I like the color on the label. It is not looking like anything like that when I put it on the paper. So sometimes the labels on colors I find misleading. Actually, there's something really cool happening with the colors down here. I'm really liking this. Let's see if you got a good shot. Darn, there's so much. It's so hard to show on camera. I really love the color that's happening in this area down here. It looks very different in person than on camera right now. But I love the colors coming together. I even like this kind of area in here. This area I like as well. All right, cool. Let me see. I thought it looked like a peacock. Oh, this one? Yeah, this actually, that's a cool analogy. Yeah, this could be an abstract peacock. Definitely. Now it's art. I'm wearing it. You're impromptu creating amazing. Thank you, Kim. Burning volcano, Dre, erupting. Ooh. We're talking about this piece here. Yeah, look at that. How cool is that? I love it. I was definitely seeing abstract. Now that you mention that, I can totally see that. That's what's fun about creating with you guys, is you guys all see different things, which is so much fun. I'm just gonna get a little closer. It's hard having an issue focusing on this one. Probably there's a lot happening on there. Yeah, burning volcano erupting, building the energy. Yes, I love that. Building the energy. That is very cool. I'm just thinking about what color. I have this here. Light blue permanent. Do I want to throw this down? I'm thinking too much instead of just doing it. Let's look at my drawer here. I have a lot of colors. Let me see if I need. I'll give you guys want a sneak peek inside my drawer here with all my paint, acrylic paint? Give me a thumbs up or some hearts if you want a sneak peek inside the top drawer, so you can see kind of what I'm working with here. If you want to see, let me know. Animal head with a mane in blue. Wow, so Becky, you're seeing an animal head. You guys are seeing so many cool things in this. I love it. All right, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. in my drawer. Only because you guys are so awesome. So this isn't the top drawer of my file here. Let me see. If we can do a little show and tell. Hopefully the camera. I don't know how far I can go with this camera. We'll see. Actually, I can get over there. So this is a sneak peek. This is the top drawer. So I have all these fun colors to play with. This is a few years worth of going to Michael's a lot. Yes, that's why I'm broke. It has all gone to the acrylic paint fund the past couple of years. So what I do sometimes is I'll just open a drawer and I'll just go with my gut and say, okay, I feel like adding this color or maybe this color. So you guys can just get a little peek of what's happening in there. So when I'm kind of rummaging around in the top drawer making sounds, that's what I'm doing. Just seeing what inspires me. So I'm very lucky to have all those here. Some of them are empty. I haven't thrown them out. So I'm just opening that drawer up, and what's jumping at me? All right, this is one of the colors jumping at me right here. Actually, you know, I'm gonna go dark. I'm gonna live on a dark side. So this color jumped out at me, cobalt blue hue. I feel like I want some more darkness in here. Hello, darkness. Okay. I'm going to reorganize this camera. Everything's totally out of whack. It's 9:47. I'm going to wrap at 10-ish, 10-ish or so. Yeah, thanks, Gene. Yeah, it's like I said, that's a few years worth of acrylic painting, which I started to get into about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. So the accumulation's been building up. Cool. All right, so I got this blue, cobalt blue, very deep blue. Let's see what it looks like out of the tube. I kind of want to add some more darkness in here, have some of the lighter reds, yellows kind of pop out more. And I've been using this to clean stuff off on, so this has kind of become my scrap paper now. So one day this piece of scrap paper, I'll bring it out again, just like we're doing with the scrap paper, kind of reworking it. All right, cool. All right, let's throw some of this color down. Let me try a clean brush. Let me change some music here. So I just had the Dave Matthews Band on. I want to switch to something else right now. Saw that word energy. I want to do something with more energy. Bonfire on an island. That's cool. Becky, seen a lion or horse? Becky, I'm trying to see where the lion and horse are. Are you looking? Blue mane, lion and horse. Are we looking up in this area here? You know, I'm going to put some old school. For me, it's old school Elton John, 1988. All right, let's do it. Ooh, I like the way this looks on the brush. I'm liking that. Let's throw it down. Going to thin it out a little bit. Again, I want to kind of wipe some of it off so we can see what's underneath. So I'm thinning it out with some water. This is actually drying pretty fast, this acrylic paint. actually kind of like this white spot, so I'm going to wipe off some of that paint. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my cloth here and just wipe off some of it. Kind of blend it in with the cloth. There we go. So I'm just taking this blue that's on here and I'm bringing it over to the yellow, and I'm like this gray color, this gray greenish color that's happening. So maybe the idea of the volcano, maybe this is kind of smoky sky going on. There we go. I like putting that blue on there. I think it added another, just that little bit of darkness here and there, brought some other colors and shapes out. The thing with these is you have to be careful. I don't want to overdo it. Meaning, like, I don't want to throw this cobalt blue like everywhere on here and cover everything up. It would be a shame to cover these beautiful colors here underneath. So I'm just selectively kind of putting it in places. It's easy to get carried away and cover the entire sheet of paper. I mean, you could do that if you want. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think there's so many cool things happening on here, I don't want to take away from that. So I'm breaking out this light blue. Yeah, I'm thinking this is, I have some oil paint on here. Just the way the acrylic's lifting off. I must have been playing around with oil paint when I first got it on this sheet of paper. Yeah, because it's not even bonding. It's just wiping away right in this area. It must be oil paint underneath. I'm just doing some horizontal strokes on here just to add some movement on here. I don't know if it's picking it up on camera, but I have some horizontal strokes kind of going across there at the top. I feel like I needed just some kind of movement in here. And it'll dry lighter, so it'll be interesting to see how it dries. Pardon my arm in the camera here, sorry. So this is what my scrap looks like. I'm just kind of wiping my brush off on here. I want to add some more of this red on here just to pop out some areas here and there. Like over in here, I'm not really crazy about this, so I'm going to add some red on top. Make it a little more vibrant. I'm just lightly touching my brush on here. I want to leave some texture with the red. So I'm getting kind of these effects happening here and here. So I'm just lightly grazing the brush on the paper. So I got to be kind of a little bit ginger with it. Is that the right word? Ginger? Like Fred and Ginger? By the way, guys, check out this really cool building. You might want to Google Frank Gehry, Gehry, Frank Gehry, one of the most iconic architects there is. He's in his 90s. He's still practicing. And Frank Gehry did a building. If you just Google Fred and Ginger building, it might pop up. Very Frank Gehry's kind of architect people either love his stuff or don't love it. I love his Fred and Ginger building. And if you Google it, take a look at the shapes of the building. It's very modern. And see if you can relate Fred and Ginger to the shape of the building. That's your assignment. Let me know what you think. So if you can see the relationship of why they call it the Fred and Ginger building. See, you didn't think you'd be getting homework. See what happens when you watch? I give you homework to do. Oh, because I said the word. I'm trying. Where did I come up with that? I said the word ginger, so my brain went to the Fred and Ginger building. That's how it works sometimes. That also, my students did last week. They had a sketch of Frank Gehry building that they liked, and I saw one student did a really amazing sketch of the Fred and Ginger building. I want to talk to him about it and see how he did that sketch, because it came out beautiful. I was really impressed by it. I like adding this red down here on the blue. What color did I put down? This was actually bright aqua green. But I like the color, I like the red on here. And I'm just touching it in places. Again, I don't want to take away from the green. Just accent it here and there. All right, let me hold this up so you can see it. So this is what I'm talking about, just little pops of that red on here. I really love what's happening here. This was a leftover from before, so I didn't cover that. This is a fun piece. It has a lot, this piece, and I like the word energy. I forget who said that. This has a lot of energy to it. I agree. Because it looks like they were dancing. Yeah, Dawn. Frank Gehry, thank you for typing that, Kim. Yeah, if you guys are looking at that building, it's because it looks like they are dancing. I actually like Frank Gehry, not all his stuff, but I like a lot of his stuff. And that building for me, I think it's very poetic, the way the buildings look like they're dancing with each other. Thank you, Dawn, for posting that. Also looks like one column is wearing a dress. Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. Now I see fish swimming. That's good. That means this artwork is keeping you entertained, it's keeping you engaged. You're seeing different forms happening. When you can create artwork that has your viewer engaged in the story, engaged in the colors, the shapes, the forms, lets their imagination take over. For me, I think that's what art is, engaging the viewer in what you're creating. And for me, I like letting them lots of times make their own stories and see their own things happening in it. This is cool. I think I'm going to let this dry. I'm not going to throw any more color down on this right now. I don't know if it's done or not. I might let it, might go in the drawer again for another year. Who knows? Maybe another hour, maybe another week. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to let it dry and break it out again. If anything, this is definitely a play in color or practice in color. Lava flowing down to the sea. Yeah, I can see that. Lava flowing down to, I love that. I see a phoenix rising out of your painting now. What? Really? I love when you guys say this stuff because I'm always trying to find what you're, it's like, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo here? Phoenix rising out of your painting. Where is the phoenix? I love that. I love that idea. So I'm just kind of taking a step back and looking at it. Let's do something fun also. Let's spin it around. Let me just wipe this brush off before the paint dries on it. Oh boy, my original sketch, my new scrap piece of paper has a lot of, it's kind of interesting looking. I'll leave it at that. Has some rusty stuff going on. So I'm actually playing around with it as I'm talking to you. As I'll put on camera. So this is that first piece I started tonight. Turn into my scrap piece. You know what I'll do? All right, we're gonna change this. We're going to do two things. I'm going to let this dry. We're going to look at this in different views. And I do want to work on this for another minute, and that's it. And then we'll wrap up. But I want to throw some of this on here. I'll just add my iPhone here. I'm just trying to figure out. This music has slowed me down. Switch to something a little too mellow for what I want right now. I have to go to Spotify because I can't. It's not letting me switch it. So thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate your comments. You're amazing. Very, very much so. I love that you're seeing different things in this piece here. That is just so cool. Again, we're going to look at this in different views and see if we see anything else. I just wanted to throw some blue down on here first. All right, here we go. Got some good music. Some more energetic music. I'm actually playing around with this because I'm trying to create. I love rusty colors. I love old rusty buildings and structures. So I'm kind of. That's why I'm throwing this blue down here. I thought I could get Play around with some kind of rusty colors going on. Whenever I say rusty, I also think of Rusty from vacation movies, right? Wasn't that Griswolds? Wasn't that their son's name, Rusty? So yes, I am thinking about painting colors, rusty materials, and and the vacation movies all at the same time in my brain. Now I'm like laughing at myself because I'm thinking about vacation movies. I love those movies. I love Christmas Vacation. Oh boy. All right, cool. This is fun. This is fun. Colors. I like what's happening down in here. This area, I actually like this. I always feel bad the camera doesn't pick this up so great, but this is kind of a fun color. I actually like what's going on here. It's kind of a rust color, and then I don't know where this white is from. I don't think it's the paper underneath. I'm trying to figure out how that happened. I'll have to go back and watch the video. Huh. It's drying pretty cool. So I have it kind of thin on the brush, and I'm doing almost like a glaze effect over what's on here. So kind of a blue glaze, if that makes sense. Almost like a wash. Actually, I'm going to take my brush and wipe it off on this other piece we're working on. Get some of the colors off onto here. There we go. So sometimes I will work on multiple pieces, as you can see now, at the same time. My brain, I'm trying to keep up my hand here and brush and colors and stuff, trying to keep up with what's running through my brain right now. Which is, I want to add some blue on here. I'm going to let this dry, then I want to kind of just brush this lightly over this, let it dry. I think that's good for now. And then I'm going to come back to the other piece and flip it around. So that looks kind of interesting. Let me turn this light off and see if it looks better. Yeah, I think that's a little better. So I have really some cool rusty effects going on there. Let's go to Wally World. All right. Speaking of Wally World, let's look at this last piece and then we'll wrap up. So I wanted to look at this from different perspectives. Let me raise this up so I can flip it over. So we've been looking at it from this point of view. Let's turn it this way. So I'm going to let you guys vote. Let's start. We'll call this A. A is the original position. Hi, Siri. What? Siri just popped on. We'll call this position number 2, or B. So using letters and numbers. A, this is B. No, thank you, Siri. This actually has some interesting. I like this view. Well, thank you, Siri. Here's C. And then this will be D. I'll go through them one more time, a little bit slow. That's D. So I'm looking here. All right, so we have A, A, B, C, and D. Unfortunately, I can't fit the whole thing on, but most of it's on screen. Let me know what you guys think. If you had a preference, if you liked one more than the other. The Phoenix. You're good at color. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate that. I have to be honest with you guys. Color is something I've always been kind of afraid to do. So to say that, I really appreciate that. I wish I had color theory knowledge. I haven't studied it. I'm sure I could be much more better at color. I have to be honest with you. I just kind of pick colors based on feeling and gut. I just kind of grab and go with colors. I know that sounds kind of lame, but that's 90% of the time that's how I color. I just kind of grab and go. I see Australia. Oh, love the orange, blue, and rust. Thank you. Yeah. The Inklings. You guys are awesome. Give yourselves a round of applause. So, I am the only one clapping. I don't have my sound effects. But give yourselves, guys, you guys are amazing. Jeannie, that's so cool. Yep, I agree with you. Looks like the hatch shell Esplanade in Boston. Ooh, Becky, I'm going to have to Google that. I think you're talking about this. Talking about this one here. I'm going to have to Google that. I'm not familiar with what that building or that structure is. I'll definitely check it out. So it looks like a landscape for sure. Yeah, very abstract landscape piece. So we have A, C, A, and the votes are coming in. Breaking news. Sorry to interrupt your regular broadcast. Wait, we have to interrupt your regularly broadcasted show to bring you some breaking news about votes. Which way should this painting be oriented? So we have 1A, 2 A's, 3 A's. I see 3 A's. I see 1, 2, 3 C's, and 2 B's. So it looks like A and C are kind of tying right now. So the A, that was B, and that was C, was this way. Interesting. My guys tell me to stick with the original orientation, A. So for now, I'm going to go with A. It might change. Step away for a day or two, it might change. Cool. Looks like a topo map. Yeah, it does look like a topo map. Maybe I should bring it to the Earth Science class tomorrow. Earth Science classroom. I think they actually just did topography not too long ago. It's so funny. Good feelings. Yes. We got some yes. B, fire breather. This is B. A, B. Awesome. I love that. You guys are so cool. Red pterodactyl. Becky, your imagination is all over the place. I think that is so amazing. I love that. A red pterodactyl. Yeah, something very like prehistoric, right? That's a good one. You guys are awesome. Good stuff tonight. All right, so we're going to wrap up. It's 8:15. Let me bring out the other piece. We'll take a look and we'll wind down. Thank you for watching, guys. I know it's late. It's on a Thursday night. I'm sure Seinfeld is on or something. Somewhere Seinfeld's playing, if anybody. I appreciate you watching me. Taking a break from Mr. Seinfeld tonight. And why do they call it a paintbrush? I don't know. It's not made of paint. Oh, that's a bad one. I can't do Seinfeld. That was lame, sorry. Why do they call it abstract painting? I don't know. All right, I'll stop the Seinfeld impersonations. I will stick to teaching. I have this red out. I'm just going to throw some down here. What did I just say? Throw some down on here quick. This just needs a pop of some more bright blue in this. Will be done for now. I did say 10 o'clock-ish, right? I did put the ish at the end. Yeah, this looks. I wanted to pop some blue on here. I'll sleep better tonight now that I put it on here. Just want to thin this out a little bit up here. I might blot some of it off. There we go. That's better. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this one for now. Just wanted to get some blue on there. I see a leaping red lizard dragon in C. Okay, I've got to bring this one out. C, you guys are so fun. A, I'm remembering the positions. That's incredible. C, a leaping red lizard dragon. Leaping red lizard dragon. Oh, I could see that here, maybe. I could see that. That's cool. My brain's full of tangents. Yeah, that's Becky. I'm with you. Tangents are a great thing, an awesome thing. Embrace those tangents. Here's the 1812 Overture with canyons. That's awesome. So are you hearing that from this painting? I love the fact that if you're hearing like things from looking at a painting, I think that's fascinating. That you're not just associating a picture or a painting with visual stuff, but your audio, if isn't the right word, your audio senses are kicking in. I don't know if that's the right word. Aural senses, A-U-R-A-L. Good night, Dre. Good night. Good seeing you. Eyes are dimming, pterodactyl or not. That's so. I love that. 4th of July. Yes. Cool. YouTube. Watch. I will definitely check out that link after I finish up. Hey, you guys are awesome. So let's do a takeaway. What is the takeaway tonight? They played 1812 Overture at the Esplanade in Boston. Got you. Thank you for that. I'm gonna have to Google that. So you guys give me some homework. I gotta Google a couple things tonight. Kandinsky associate colors with sound and music. Becky, that's awesome. That is fascinating. I didn't know that. You guys are inspiring me. Definitely give me some homework to do, and I appreciate it. Just don't grade me on it. Guys, I'm trying to think of a takeaway. Usually I'm pretty good, and I can come up with winding things down. In And so I like to typically put whatever I did kind of next to each other, see what the takeaways were, maybe relate things together. So I started with this, quick summary, I started with this, very loose pen sketch, some circular shapes, you can still see the pen underneath. And then I was letting that dry, I pulled this out, this old piece, worked on top of it, added some stuff to it. Layers, right? I think some nice takeaways about layers for me. This has a lot of layers. It was just pen, and then we added acrylic, some ink on it, some acrylic paint on it. Adding layers, playing with colors, taking colors away to create, look at stuff underneath. You know, I was trying to create rust on here. Let me sharpen the focus. Again, it's a little washed down screen. But I think this is about layers tonight. Sometimes it's fun just to play with layers and build layers up, and then take them, peel layers away as well. Think of an onion, right? Start peeling away the layers to see what's inside, what's underneath. Art does not have to be one-dimensional. It probably shouldn't be. It should be more. And when I say dimensions, it could have texture to it. It could have different visual dimensions. You know, this has very vibrant colors. It has some rusty colors, right? So it has visual dimension to it. It has texture as well. You can feel it. You guys mentioned music. Bringing music into your art, that's a whole nother dimension. So artwork does not have to be one-dimensional. Our paintings, our sketches. You know, and this too, this has a lot of layers of colors and different types of paint. Acrylic, there's oil on here. There may be watercolor in here, I don't even remember. All right, I gotta put this away because now I am now starting to see, oh, I am now seeing I am actually seeing a, I don't know, either some kind of an angelic figure or a, this is going to sound weird, an angelic figure or even some kind of a, maybe some kind of hero, superhero with a long flowing cape. I don't know, going to look like some kind of funky wings like you guys are seeing. All right, I got to stop thinking. I'm going to revisit this tomorrow and see what I see in it then. Hey, you guys are awesome. So keep creating, keep doing good stuff. Use your art for positivity to pay it forward. I know you guys do that all the time. I appreciate your support and your inspiration and your willingness to share what you're doing and your ideas. So thank you so much. Have a great, great night. Ooh, I gotta read this comment down here. With more layers of paint, now it looks like Fred and Ginger are dancing in the amphitheater. We could work some Frank Gehry, Fred and Ginger in here. Love that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great, great night. And I don't know if we'll be on, I'll probably be on tomorrow night for a little bit. And then Saturday is the workshop, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will be there. So hopefully I know we'll see some of you guys there. So I'm looking forward to it. Appreciate it. Peace and live creatively. Have a great night. Take care. Oops. Yeah, I was going to try to turn the camera off with my iPhone. I can't.